Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Cycle 3, Day 9 of The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. Today is Money Magnet. I love these days because it really shows us how we are dealing with money. Now, I'm sure that everyone has figured out now that being ungrateful, is actually tarnishing your ability to attract money in your life. Gratitude brings abundance, especially with money. Now, that's hard to say, especially if we don't have enough money coming in or we've got bills to pay and we're scratching our head trying to figure out how to pay them. Well, I have to tell you, it is only with gratitude that life becomes rich. It's only with gratitude, and that applies to money, not just health and well-being, but money too. And money is an important factor in this life. It's not the end of be all, but it does make our life a lot simpler. So being able to have a good attachment with money is very important, especially if we're in a crisis right now where money is tight. Now, when we get into this situation, this is really telling us that we are taking things for granted. We are not being grateful. And that's why these things are happening. And we in our minds, we're like, oh, how could we be like this? Our little ego goes. But guess what? If we're having negative situations, that's poverty thinking. What does part of poverty thinking do? Create poverty in your life. Now, you may have things flowing at first very good, and then all of a sudden everything starts to go downhill because of the way you're thinking. I'm worried about my job. There's cutbacks at work. Oh my God. So that gets in your mind. That starts creating the situation that you're going to lose your job. And it's hard for us to really wrap our head around this, but it's the truth. And if we want better things in our lives, we need to think differently, especially around money. Because what you give out, you bring back. You magnetize what your thoughts are. You want to magnetize financial resources or things to bring money into your life, not the opposite. That is, what I call poverty thinking. And we get into that somehow. Now, I know it's hard, especially if you don't have a lot. You're like taking from Peter to pay Paul, trying to juggle your bills. And in today's age, it's very easy to get into debt. Everybody wants to give you credit. And before you know it, you're up to the ears in debt. It's very difficult because we don't have a very positive attachment to money, respecting money, and being grateful for money. It changes, everything. So today is about understanding what we're doing with money. And you're going to take out 10 old bills and you're going to write thank you paid on them because you've already paid them. Now, the ones that are pending that I do this all the time. Well, now it's harder because we don't have paper bills. We have online bills, but still you can pay the bill and send yourself an email. Thank you, bill paid. Or when you get the bill, thank you for the payment. As saying, I need the money for the bill. I write across the ones that are paper, the ones online, I do it the same way. I send myself back an email saying, thank you for the payment or thank you paid. Thank you paid means it's paid. Thank you for the payment is I'm bringing the money in. That's what it is. And it's hard for us to wrap around that it's already done. Like we're in the future of everything, not in the present or the past. We're in the future that it's already done. And I love this. This is I play with this all the time and it works perfectly. And I'm going to tell you, I came from poverty. Okay. My mom was a single parent with 8 kids. And I have to tell you, I think back and we had a lot to be grateful for. And when you start to look at other people's situations, I realized that there were families that were worse than us. And I thought, wow, how could that be? But guess what? My mom was grateful. God bless my mom. What she had, how she did the things she did, it's a miracle to me. But my mother was terrified of the lack of money. And I feel like this is why we were in the situation we were in. And when she started to change those thoughts, things happened for her. She, started nursing, was working in a good job. Things changed for her because she started to see that she had the ability for different things. And it gave her a sense of purpose. And then she didn't worry about money because she was working, and she was grateful that she was working. So that was the most magnificent thing for her. And this is how she started to understand what money was like. Well, I was taught a paycheck. Everyone has to have a paycheck. I never was taught about being an entrepreneur or self-employed, anything like this, because that was way out of the field. Well, guess what? I am self-employed, and in a way, I'm an entrepreneur. And I don't worry about money anymore. It's the most amazing thing. I'm so grateful for everything. And I got money back on my taxes. I'm shocked. I thought for sure I had to pay when I sent it in, and I was just waiting to make sure the bill was right. And actually, I'm getting a rebate. I found out yesterday. I was just jumping for joy. Thank you. Thank you. I was so grateful. The most amazing things happen for me now. And because I've let go of this idea of scarcity with money, it just seems to flow for me now. Work flows, everything flows for me. And I have a different respect with money now. I know how hard it is to work for the things that we work for. So I'm more practical about it now. It took me a while to get there, but I'm here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it took me to get here. I'm here now, and I'm shifting it now for this, evening part of my life. So it's easier for me. So it's effortless and easy. So today is really about our attachment to money and how we're going to shift that. And we have to be conscious of our complaining, because look, if you have any internet, you have phone, you have car insurance, you have all these things, be grateful for it. Doesn't matter if you've got to pay them. Be grateful that they're giving you this service. I'm grateful for my landlord that I'm renting this wonderful apartment in such a great location. Oh my God, I am so grateful. And it's very economical for me. So I'm so grateful for this. Doesn't matter if I'm in Toronto, it doesn't matter. I'm grateful for all these things. I don't have to pay for hydro. I don't have to pay for water. How lucky am I renting, getting this free? Because if you're in a home, you're paying for all these things plus taxes. So I know it can be overwhelming, especially if you own a home or a condo and you're going through a transition at work or transition financially. It's very important to stick to this then. It's very important to be conscious and be focused on the financial flow of money. Because I want you to think about every time you put money out, you're going to get double back, tenfold back. Just put it out there and be grateful that you've paid your bill. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love writing on bills that I do get in paper. Most of them are not, but I love writing on them because it makes me conscious of what I'm doing. And I love paying my bills. I love it. And it doesn't matter how much in debt you are, you will get into this rhythm and money will just show up. Things will just get paid and you'll feel calmer. No ulcers, no anxiety, no depression. These things will fade away because what's causing them is your fear of scarcity. And especially if we work so hard to maintain a certain lifestyle, and then all of a sudden we have a pandemic that's just taken the ladder out from underneath our feet. And, for a while we all bought into it because of our fear, but we've got to come out of it. This is the way we're shifting this energy. And I know I'm on a mission to shift this energy, to get everybody vaccinated, to get everything moving so we can have some sense of normality. And we need to do this with our bills too, with money. It's very important. These tools are life tools for your life toolbox. And this is something you're going to be, I'm going to say unconsciously doing, as you go through these 2-3 cycles we're doing, It's to build up the energy, to build this up. So it is ingrained in you, and that you can continue to do the book on your own level. It's just a wonderful tool. So I'm going to read you my gifts today, as I do every day. And, they're a little bit connected to what we're talking about, and some of them are not. But I like to be using all the things I'm learning up until now, and I'm putting them in my gratitude list. Okay, so I am so very excited and happy to have another glorious day, because I get to create everything new in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful for the gift of health keeping me alive, because I feel awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so very blessed for all the money given through my life, because I was loved and cared for. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my all the awesome financial opportunities that flow into my life, because I love learning how to work with money. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All these wonderful opportunities, financial opportunities. Thank you for, pardon me. From the bottom of my heart, I am so very grateful for my apartment, because I love where I live. It's a wonderful location. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for my apartment. I'm so very grateful for, pardon me, I am so grateful for all the kind, wonderful people in my life, because it really makes life worth living. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the kind people in my life. Thank you for all my bills, because I love paying my bills and seeing my rewards. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for paying my bills. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so very blessed for my wonderful savings and bank accounts, because I love seeing them grow with all my effort of putting money where it needs to go. Thank you. Thank you for my wonderful savings and bank accounts. I'm so very grateful for the powerful gift of generosity, because when I am in a good place, I am so grateful to be generous to others. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for my generosity. Thank you. I am so very grateful for all my wonderful services, because these services keep me connected to my clients and to the world outside. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all these wonderful services. From the bottom of my heart, I am very grateful for rediscovering my grateful nature, because it has shifted my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for all the wonderful amenities in my apartment, because it sure makes life a lot simpler. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the amenities in my building. Thank you. I am so very blessed for my underground parking, because without that, my car would be subjected to nature and all its craziness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for my underground parking. Thank you. See, I just want to be conscious of the things where I'm living, be grateful for the things that I get for my value. And all of us will be like that in this, because once you've done your list, okay, of being grateful for all the things, for money and what money is and paying your bills, you're going to take your top 10 list out, and you're going to go through that, and you're going to expound all the gratitude that you just did with your top 10, or pardon me, with your blessings, your 10 blessings, into your top 10 list. Excuse me. And doing this is magnificent. It really moves things in such a wonderful direction. And have fun with this, play with it. It's a wonderful exercise, but it really helps you to understand the attachment to money and the energy that it is. Because if you're in poverty thinking, you're going to be in a poverty life eventually, whether that's health, financial, relationships, it will come because you're bringing yourself into that. We're on a very good mission to be at the top of the round, to be at the top of the list, the top of the ladder of our lives, and look around and see all the beauty and the joy that we have created. And money is part of this. So today you're going to learn how to have a positive attachment to your bills and not complain that the bills are coming. Excuse me, not complain about anything to do with money. And if you start to do this, like, oh, I don't have this money to pay this bill, but I am very grateful that I have this service. Get your mind out of it. We just did this in the last chapter to magically transform out of negative things, out of negativity. So if you're looking at your bills, just say thank you for these bills. Now, if you start to say, oh my God, and your mind starts going off, worrying, stop it right at that moment and say, that was the old person. That's not me. Thank you. Thank you for these wonderful services. Thank you. Thank you that I have a phone. Thank you that I have car insurance. Thank you that, I can get my teeth fixed. Thank you, thank you, thank you that I have a roof over my head. Go into a place of gratitude. This will shift everything. And your top 10 list is gaining lots of momentum through this. Honestly, it's really, I got one thing off my top 10 list. I'm so excited anyways, but we will start to make those things move even faster. So today, you know what you're going to do. You're going to take out your bills, your paid bills. You're going to write thank you paid, and the ones that are not paid, thank you for the payment. Whether they're online or not, send yourself an email saying thank you for the payment or thank you that the bill's paid. I want you to recognize that you're doing this because this is very empowering. And you're anytime today you start to be negative about your bills, you're going to magically transform that negativity into a positive response, which is like, oh shit, I don't have the money for this, but I'm so grateful that I have this service, or I'm so grateful that I have this thing. Please, this is so empowering today about money because we need to have a healthy attachment to money, all of us. So, you wrote your 10 blessings this morning, reread them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold your, like I have my stone with me, actually, it's in my back pocket. You can put your stone back beside your bed. You can put it with your journal as well too, or whatever you're writing on. And you're going to address your bills today and do your top 10 list at least twice. I like to do it in the morning and at night because it really makes you sleep good. It sets your day in a great place and it also allows you to sleep better. So tonight, you're going to read the next chapter to prepare for tomorrow. You're going to hold your stone and say, thank you for the best thing that happened through the day. And you're going to put that beside your bed with you and take your top 10 list out. And you're going to reread that. Just give it what you can before you go to sleep and put that beside your stone and have the most wonderful sleep. I look forward to everyone tomorrow. I'm having such a great time with this. And I trust that all of you are too. So everyone have the most magnificent day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, again, if you missed a day, please go back 3 days. We don't want to lose any momentum in this cycle. Okay? Have a great one.